All right, man. Apparently, the Denver Broncos are interested in Jim Harbaugh. All right. Apparently, I think they sold to like the Walmart heirs or something like that. They call it the Walton and Penny Group. So, I think they owner ended up passing away a couple years ago or whatever. But apparently Harbaugh high on they search list. Harbaugh said he wouldn't pursue NFL again after the Minnesota thing fall out. I think Michigan, what's the forget the name of the AD over there, the brother. Hardy, he made the contract right with Harbaugh, I believe he did. Harbaugh had another undefeated Big Ten championship season, fell short. TCU. And obviously the idea is to get a coach that can work with Russell Wilson. Now, Sean Payton is supposed to have a return to the National Football League, and speculation that he could even return to the New Orleans Saints. Now, obviously how attractive is the Broncos' job with Russell Wilson? Like, he played a lot better now that Nathaniel Hackett is gone. Seemed like he played a lot better since Nathaniel Hackett was gone. And, with Kansas City the other day. So, at the end of the day, dude, I know Harbaugh want to have success in the National Football League. I know people that won the national championship this year or last year. Both years, more than likely, he would have been gone, but he's 59 years old. And you don't want to wait too late. I think he got a lot of stability at the University of Michigan. I think he solidified himself to be a lifer there. It was a dream job. Why go back to obviously, you have success in the NFL, and I think he proved that he's a better professional coach than Nick Saban. Now, on the college level, it's a little bit different, though, because one thing about it is, he was both hands was tied behind his back at Stanford because of the academic requirements. You see what I'm saying? At Michigan, the academic requirements is higher than Alabama still, so it's a reason why, Nick Saban started, he played the SEC a lot because it's easier to get guys in through the admission process than it is, you talking about Stanford. It's like, the Ivy League of the West Coast. You talk about, Georgia their requirements a little bit less than the University of Michigan, but like I said, this Michigan is a prestigious university. They said the difference between Ohio State and Michigan and why Ohio State gets so many recruits is because they offer online classes, and that's the difference. So, I don't think Michigan, no matter how much money the football program or sports bring in, I don't think they're willing to compromise their prestige as a university, to win championships. And the same thing for Notre Dame. Like, that's what makes them so prestigious, that the academic standards to win that, Notre Dame is a lot different. It's the reason why Brian Kelly went down to the SEC. He can, it's easier to recruit. So, but at the end of the day, I think Harbaugh cemented himself as a lifer here. If he want to go to Denver, so be it. So be it. But I think he on the right track of building a championship caliber program here, even in the Big Ten. And I think the next step for him, honestly, is to, especially with J.J. McCarthy, continue to develop J.J. McCarthy. And get him some weapons. Hit that transfer pool and get him some weapons, dude. That's what I would do. Hit that transfer portal, get him as many weapons as you can. If you could beef up the middle a little bit, you could. But it's no reason why he should want to leave. At the end of the day, it's, Russell Wilson, I don't know what's going on. His wife twerking in the snow. They said one of the biggest pitfalls to a man can be a woman. And one of the greatest elevations to a man can be a woman. And obviously vice versa. When marriage and a partnership is done right, it can be a very powerful thing. So people blaming her for all this shit, what's going on, could be. It could be. Russell Wilson will have to get back to basics, bro. And I just don't mean football. All that celebrity shit that he doing, whatever he doing with her, you just gotta talk to her like, look here, man, I gotta get focused. Like, you go have your career, I support you, when I can, but I'm locked in this off season. Now Nathaniel Hackett could have been a problem. Maybe they wasn't clicking. But Harbaugh could do some things with him. He'll fit well in the Harbaugh offense. But I just don't. They said that this new ownership group in Denver throwing out a lot of money. But my whole thing is, first person you're probably looking at is Sean Payton. Obviously you like to trade some compensation for Sean Payton, so maybe that's why he ain't a premium on the list. At the end, rumor is Vic Fangio is going to be his defensive coordinator. Guess what? Vic Fangio was the head coach at Denver already. So we ain't even seen how many openings could be open in the National Football League. But I think I would rather keep Harbaugh at Michigan. He don't need to go nowhere. If it's give him a couple more dollars, so be it. And for him, you building something here. You build the foundation here. Couple tweaks, couple coaching tweaks, couple things that need to be tweaked. Why not? Why not? So I believe that he building something here, and why wouldn't you want to continue to build it and finish it? And you got job security. They ain't gonna really push you out, unless you and you a Michigan man, so you really ain't gonna get pushed out. So that's the $1 million question about it. They really ain't gonna force your ass out. So why leave somewhere? And that's the good thing about college football. Obviously, a lot of coaches like Urban and Nick Saban and Steve Spurrier want to see if they can coach on a professional level, right? But you got so much security. You can raise your family in one city. You know what I'm saying? And being a coach is, it's tough. I mean, in the NFL, it's a lot less rules and recruitment and all that, but it's tough. But if they throw enough money at Harbaugh, I think Michigan should try to match it. Quite frankly, I think that'll be the move. That should be the move. This is my opinion. They should try to match that shit, but. If not, he go. I ain't mad at him. I mean, he came, beat Ohio State 2 years in a row. Almost, made it to college football playoffs. I think it was, it's more successful than it was looking at one point. So, but Denver throwing that money around, and his question is, does he want to work with Russell Wilson? I'm pretty sure it'll be a sit down with Russell Wilson before anybody take that job. That should be the priority. I don't think Nathaniel Hackett was that good to begin with. Obviously the quarterback gonna get the blunt of the blame, gonna get the lion's share of the spoils to the victor. Straight up and down. And that's just a prime example how one season, one moment, or let's say in this situation, one season can ruin a reputation. They don't. It ain't about how he stayed out of trouble, how he been clean, how he handled the situation in Denver and didn't really melt down the waiver and have a Ryan Leaf type of blow up or nothing like that. Nobody talk about his character. Now it's everybody just couldn't wait to get to Mr. Goody Two Shoes. And I just let you know, to the brothers out there, it don't matter what you choose, bro. Violence, the high road, the nice guy, the evil guy, no matter how you come off, it's not good enough. That's what I don't like about people, former teammates coming out, talking shit about him. Now, if he was balling, throwing 50 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, they'd be out here kissing his ass. Oh, no, Russell play. You know what I'm saying? In a time of a turmoil, of turbulence, that's how you know who really there for you. When you tell somebody no, or you ain't up and you ain't balling. You know what I'm saying? People that's willing to give you a hand up, willing to check on you, don't want nothing. That's how you know. Russell Wilson, I hope this opened his eyes to a lot of shit in his life. To a lot of the media in his life. Because that man ain't been nothing but solid. Good character guy. And he ain't gave them nothing what they looking for in the media. He ain't gave it to them yet. But I mean, it might have been Nathaniel Hackett. He might be over past his prime. He might let the celebrity shit get to him. Don't know, but we'll see. But Harbaugh, is that a fit for him? I don't know. be honest, I don't know. I think he can help Russell Wilson, and going to Denver, picking up his family at 59 years old and playing somewhere else and moving again, you know, that's a decision that he got to make with his wife and his family. If enough zeros around that mug, she'd be moving shit herself. She'd be putting that shit on the U-Haul, driving it herself. Trust and believe. So money talk, bullshit walk. But I expect him to stay at Michigan. So I want him to stay at Michigan. So he done enough to cement himself as a lifer. So it'd be nice to get a national championship in there. But you know, patience is a virtue, they say. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop a video. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Just Spotify and Anchor, excuse me. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All my information is in the link tree. I appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for one time.